Yo.
It is I, the almighty Jediguru. With my lame weapons I shall smite thee. Okay, I'm not gonna be that nerdy through the entire thing. I'm actually halfway normal.
Well, technically you're kind of debating a nerdy topic.
I know this. But you know what? I've actually been thinking the discussion, like, I'm gonna do my best to keep the discussion about, the differences between Kai and the original, and not about the quality of the show, because I can rant for hours about how stupid the show is, even though I love it.
Okay.
I still think it's one of the stupidest animes on Earth, but that's not what the discussion is going to be about.
Alright, so I guess everyone's here, so go ahead and start.
Yep. Are we shooting now?
Where am I?
I started...
You're there.
Well, I started, as soon as the call started, so I'm gonna cut it out in Windows Movie Maker, so go ahead.
Buttocks.
I so mature.
I think we should do like a countdown or something.
Okay. I guess I'll count. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Cogs Anonymous. I am Jediguru. Along the side panel, we've got Oblivion, 523. We've got, don't know their names because their names are on their Skype, so I don't know their names. Guys, introduce yourself then. Help me out here so I don't sound like a total douche.
Grimtimes.
Grimtimes. Okay, I'm sorry, Oblivion, this is your show. I kind of took over there.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
I kind of stole the show. Okay. Today we've got a special debate for you. It's going to be me, the lovely Jediguru, versus Grimtimes, not so lovely, in a debate to end all debates. We've got, the topic is Dragon Ball Z. Which one is better, the original or Kai? And I'm supporting the Kai argument, while Grimtime is supporting the original.
Yep.
I will delegate the opening argument to Grimtime. Start whenever you want. And I'm sorry, Oblivion, for stealing your show.
Go ahead. I'm just watching.
Alrighty then. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking like Randy Savage for a minute. Ooh yeah. That energy.
Well, actually, just so you know, you got the wrong Grimm again.
The wrong Grimm.
Yeah,
I didn't want to interfere because I thought it was funny.
The wrong Grimm is top. Oh.
It's Grim Shade, wrong guy.
Shade. There's a lot. There's too many Grimms. There's so many Grimms. They have a lot of Kyles too.
As Grim times that.
Oh. Well. Either or, please. I don't want to go first.
Okay.
it's going to be a long show. Yeah. Anyway, I've only watched. I've watched the first series of Dragon Ball and the second, and Dragon Ball Kai, and I don't know why I hated the animation from the Dragon Ball Kai, but that might just because I've watched so much of the original Dragon Ball Z.
I don't see much of a difference between Kai and I'll say what is different in a minute, but like I don't really see that much that's like extravagantly different between the original and Kai. But what I do think is that in Kai they touched things up. Like in the original, it was like made in like the early '90s, so you know like I've noticed like the colors are a little washed out and somebody's eating very noisy candy.
Oh yes, like, they're trying to modernize it when they had the old-fashioned appeal of the nostalgia of the '90s designed anime, and they try to improve it, which makes it look wishy-washy, if you ask me.
I don't think they were trying to improve it. I think they were just trying. I think they wanted to like kind of give it a fresh look because they're appealing to like a newer. I think they're trying to appeal to a newer age audience. You know, I don't really know what I can compare it to, but that might be just what they're doing. You know, it's the show's still being made, so like they have more technology than they had when they made the original. So you know you can't blame the art design for looking different. Although I do like what Kai did with it. It looks more vibrant, and I just think that they did a better job with it.
Yeah,
Well, yes, but there is one example you can set that's very clear. Like, we have the same situation with Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z Kai, that they could have taken the initiative and done what they did from Neon Genesis Evangelion to the rebuild of Evangelion, which is a great improvement of a movie series version of the series, which was, as we can all tell, probably an improvement over the original graphically and used modern technology to the best of the anime instead of touching up, which made good and hate out of it.
I never. What's the show you mentioned?
The Evangelion series, which they made a rebuild series for.
Yeah, it's Evangelican actually, but it's like, you know, Evangelicus, you know.
Well, yes, but it's spelled
word,
Evangelion, and it's usually pronounced Avon and then Gelion.
I never seen the show, so I wouldn't know.
It's in the sub.
I'm just a cameraman. I don't understand anything.
Yeah, actually another series that may be a good example of what you're thinking of is the Macross series. Have you, or maybe Gundam, they should say, watch back Gundam Wing
Okay.
to Gundam All.
Don't get me started on
God.
Gundam. I will talk about Gundam for hours about why I hate Gundam so much.
Fair dues. I only like one series.
No, there's like a billion, there's like a billion ones, and it was never worse than when it was Seed. Or Seed.
Oh God, come on.
Don't. Yeah, the first rule about Seed is don't talk about Seed. That fucking.
Maybe we should get back on discussion before we start hating on Gundam.
Yeah. This debate really turned into just a random anime conversation. So to get back to Dragon Ball Z. Like, screw Gundam and that other show I don't know, but screw that game. Screw that show too. Okay. I would be lying if I said that I've seen every episode of Kai. But I think that they kept Black Popo in that one. I think that they kept, like, in the PC age that we live in, where Jinx from Pokemon gets turned pink, that they probably got away with Black Popo.
They probably could have. They probably could have.
Hi. I
thought Popo was an alien.
I do a great Popo voice.
Well, my question is, why'd they make him blue of all colors?
Because I have no idea. Well, would it be better if he was like green or like polka dot or something?
No, keep him black.
He would have looked stupid no matter what. I think he looks stupid any color he would be. I hate. You know what? I think Team 4-Star, they really ruined Popo for me, because whenever I see like Popo in the show, he's like all like a submissive. They're like, oh yes sir. But like whenever I see him, I just think hi, pecking order. Like I just see that evilness that exists only on a internet abridged series.
Maybe it's a behind-the-scenes thing.
Yeah.
Well, one of the more favorable things about Popo, though, which is why I like probably 4 Kai so far, which I'll admit, is because they didn't do the stupidity of, like in the original DBZ series, they made Popo able to somehow hold 2 children, Super Saiyan kids, back in the Boo series, Saga, if anyone remembers that, Correction Saga.
I'm sorry, are children somehow heavier than normal children? Are Saiyan children heavier than normal children? I'm not sure.
They're going Super Saiyan and trying to fly away. Are you telling me Popo then would stop 2 Super Saiyans?
Popo is God, okay? Popo is a descended God.
And why didn't he do anything during the Saiyan Saga? We could have ended the entire series.
Because he's a fat, lazy.
Well, I'm just saying, that's just...
Wow. After I said that, there was just like a dead silence. There was just like a dead silence where we're all waiting for Popo to just like break in my house and like snap my neck. Hi. Alright, moving along. Alright, to the next line of debate. Voice acting.
There we go.
I think a very important thing to discuss about the 2 different shows is the voice acting. And I think that they did a much better job at solid voice actors on Kai. And my primary example of this is gotta be Vegeta's voice, like, because in the original in the original Dragon Ball Z, like when they're like on the bug planet and everything, he's like, Nappa! There's something in my throat, Nappa! You know,
well, yeah, but then again, they had 2 different studios working on this. They went from Palm Trees or something like that studios to Funimation, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think it was Toei or something.
Yeah, but I thought it was
a
Funimation.
licensing company anyway. They distribute. They're distribute.
I know, but
sell
still, like...
it.
Oh, no, I began going through Funimation for producing, and then voice acting and everything went through another company through Funimation, I thought, after the Palm one.
I don't know, but but either way, I mean, you can't say that Kai did even characters like Raccoon, they just fixed that stupid dialogue because Raccoon in the original, he sounds like a his frontal lobe is removed. He was like.
It's not the original design, though.
I don't know. God, it really hurt my voice when I did that. Yeah.
You have a really good Vegeta voice, though.
Oh, yeah, so the voice acting, when they redid it in HD for the Kai series, I'll admit making it into an HD voiceover was a good thing.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, the main character cast for both the Funimation, through Funimation and the original Palm voice acting was on par with the main characters, and better if you remember some classic lines from the original series, which are still extremely popular today, such as the Over 9,000, which I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain or throw a YouTube video up for.
You know what? The Over 9,000 thing, I don't that had to somewhere along the line it had been changed or something had happened to it, because when I watched the original series and that scene happened, I was anticipating the epic 9,000, but he didn't say it that. He didn't say it. He said it was over 9,000, but he wasn't freaking out. He just said it.
Yeah, that's with the Kai series version.
No,
that's me.
No, I was watching. I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure I was watching the original series. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the hell happened with that. It's like one of those things, what if, I haven't seen 300, but I bet if I saw it, This is Sparta thing would probably not be that good either. Probably not as good in the actual movie. I'm still amazed that, those two memes are still on the internet.
They'll probably never die.
I never thought they were funny. Even when they were new, I just thought, really, that's not funny at all.
I think what's made it funny is that people repeated it into other different forms, and that's what's made it funny.
I think it's funny when people change it, they just make make a pun out of it or something. They just use it where it wouldn't belong. Yeah. Okay, now we keep getting sidetracked with meme topics. Then again, it's hard to talk about Dragon Ball Z without mentioning that meme,
Yeah.
Although, what was last one? I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know. Well, I think some voice acting was. I still think a lot of voice acting is really good. I don't know why. I think they found something really good for Bulma. I don't know. I can never really. Bulma sounded too screechy in the original to me. That's just me though. She just sounded really annoying.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get. Is it? You are talking about the English version, yeah, the one that's been dubbed rather than.
Kai?
No, I'm talking about the original. There's an English.
Acting.
What? There's the English dub.
Actually, I'd like to correct one thing. It wasn't Palm Studios that did the dub originally for Dragon Ball Z series. It was Ocean Productions that contracted the dub, which gave Vegeta the old man voice, which you remember so well.
Did you just search that up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you go on Wikipedia or something?
Yes, I had to. It bugged me.
Hey, Oblivion, how long is this, what's your YouTube limit? Because we're
YouTube limit's 15 minutes, but, all that extra stuff.
We're gonna have to, make, a part 2 to this.
Yeah, probably.
We'll just, alright.
Keep on going.
Okay, what else I wanted to say about voice acting? I don't know, there's a lot of voices that sound very almost the same. Goku sounds almost exact in both shows. I mean, I don't know if it's the same guy or anything, but they found a really good guy for, Goku.
I have to admit that too, but then again, I'm still trying to find it funny how the abridged series did almost even a better job, if you ask me, than both with Goku there. Just have to say.
Goku, I don't really like Goku on Team 4 Star, mainly just because I think he just sounds too childish for who he is.
Well, he was handicapped. What'd you expect?
Oh, yeah, it's kind of retarded. But no, I think
we gotta cut that one.
I think Takeda did a great job. I think Takeda does a better Vegeta than Vegeta.
Takeda there.
Yeah, Takeda does an amazing Vegeta, and